I'm mostly undecided about ghosts being real. I know the Bible says not to summon the spirits of the dead, but does that mean they don't visit you? I don't know. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 24, verses 36 through 39, the disciples see Jesus after his resurrection and think they see a ghost. Then Jesus said, "Ghosts don't have flesh and bones," which kind of implies ghosts are real but don't have flesh and bones. However, it is unclear what is meant by ghost, so I'm still undecided. Now that I have that out of the way, I'll tell you a story about the best livestock guardian dog I ever had. Oreo was a mare Emma, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, I mostly just read it. Anatolian mix. He patrolled the pasture, driving out strange dogs and other predators to keep my goats and poultry safe. Here, I see a coyote on my game camera. And next, here's the video of Oreo seeing him off. Really fast. That dog did a great job of keeping the farm safe. I got a couple of litters from him before getting him fixed, keeping a puppy from each litter. They all made a great team. But when Oreo was just about 7 years old, he started acting off. He didn't eat as much and didn't want to go on walks with us. This was during the height of COVID, and taking him to the vet meant handing him over while I waited in the car. Well, we tried several treatments, but it was unclear what was causing his problems. He kinda got better, but never got back to what he was and died within a year. It was devastating, though I was glad to have his son and daughter to continue his work. Just a few years later, Oreo's son, Jaguar, suddenly developed a lump in his leg that was diagnosed as bone cancer. He probably had less than 2 months to live. Extreme treatment was likely to just make him suffer more, so I just managed the pain until the pain meds didn't seem to work anymore. Then it was time for that last trip to the vet. I remember waiting in line at the vet with my heart breaking. I kept thinking that I'm not supposed to be doing this. He's my dog, and I'm supposed to protect him. I needed to just take him home as fast as I could, give him a good scratch, and promise him that I would keep him safe and alive as long as I could. But he was in too much pain. Cookie was suddenly my only livestock guardian dog, and she had relied a lot on her big brother. But I was having a hard time with getting a new dog after having lost 2 in a relatively short amount of time. And then something started to get my chickens. I don't have the means to keep them all penned up and relied on dogs to let them free range. Whatever was coming was somehow getting close to the house and leaving only a few feathers. I thought surely I would see it if I kept a better eye out, but it was sneaky. Then came a very vivid dream about Oreo. I don't typically dream that vividly. I was thrilled to see him and kept telling him how glad I was that he came to visit me. Part of me knew he couldn't stay, but that was okay because it was so great he came to visit when he could. Then after that, I didn't lose any more chickens. Whatever had been killing them vanished. Days, weeks, months went by, and no more losses. Was that some kind of an actual visit from my departed dog? I can't say for sure. It all could just be a coincidence. Or maybe his spirit, or ghost, somehow managed to come back to help out one last time. I've since gotten another livestock guardian dog. He seems to be working out okay. I imagine that many of you out there have stories of times when it seemed like your dog came back to visit. They sure are special friends.